If a bee stings you on the head, does your head become a boob?
I assume so. We're not testing it.
Why are we not recording for this?
Oh no, I started the recording already.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yes.
I started it just as that question was starting to kind of, take off, because I was like, this is going to be good. And
I'm glad that's going to be the opening.
I just silently
Just
fucking started it.
The start of the podcast is just going to be that question.
I'm okay with it.
and the title is Bald Head Bees equal Boob.
Oh.
But would it be an open boob or a closed boob?
Open or closed boob? What are you on about?
What?
Have you not seen that whole thing about fucking Asian guys messaging women being open boob or please show vagine?
Yeah, I know. Please show.
Show.
I mean, I'm sure one of them is saying show.
Probably. How does English?
Mm-hmm.
I was almost really racist there.
What do you know almost was?
I mean,
we are perpetually racist.
Yeah, but in an endearing way that only Arsenal's getting out by.
I see.
He shouldn't really go to jail. He's an endearing paedophile. He treats them really well.
Yeah, let you buy some sweets, it's fine.
Yeah.
Fucking before you know it, be a Tory councillor.
Oh, politics.
That's your topical humour for the week, folks.
Hey!
Politics, they fuck kids.
And welcome to Badger's Burrow Podcast number 61.
Finally. We finally get to the intro.
We get to the intro. Who we got this week? We got Shauni.
Woo!
We got Ross.
Ew.
We got Alex.
Woo!
We got me. Ew.
Woo!
Woo, for the second time. And, fucking hi guys. How's it going?
Yeah, well.
It's going well.
Good.
Apart from these Star Destroyers are kicking my ass, but...
Fucking,
Noise.
I feel like I haven't spoke to you cunts for, ever.
It's been 2 days, Jamie.
Well,
I mean, for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to
I
Ross.
thought you turned into a fucking bitch hermit.
I haven't spoken to Ross for a good
I've always been a bitch hermit, but...
I suppose.
Yeah. Hey, what are you guys doing in Destiny right now?
I'm doing a strike.
I am doing another couple of patrols,
Alex.
and then I'm going to do some public events, and then probably some strikes.
I want to do some strikes. Alex, are you appearing offline, you fucker? Because I can't fucking find you.
When am I not, for fuck's sake? Hang on, I think I'll leave this strike and then I'll fucking thingy you into stuff.
Yeah, no, fucking just send me an invite whenever you're ready. And we'll jump in.
I don't like this strike anyway, so I'm just gonna bail.
I'm on my junta, so.
Junta, me too.
You junta?
My junta. Uh-huh.
Junta.
I have nothing left to do on any of my characters really, so the only thing I'm gaming for is to try and get the fucking Orpheus rigs to drop on Destiny. I fucking want those boots so bad.
I still haven't played a lot of Destiny.
Do it, you slut.
I know.
Do it.
We're thinking about at least I am trying to think about getting people together to hello.
Raid.
To raid next week.
Yeah, Jess is up for the raid next week.
Woo.
Excellent.
Woo!
Oh, I have a thing.
I had a wee bit of research into the raid today.
Oh yeah,
that was my
you were gonna tell me
boring.
Just normal strikes, Alex.
Yeah, it just kind of. I was having a look into kind of Leviathan Underbelly, it's called, and things like that. It gives you secrets.
Secrets.
It's like, you know how. It's kind of like along the lines of how the Taken King raid had.
What are you laughing at?
Had chests.
Just laughing at you to your fannies. Sorry, Shauni, on you go. Talking about titties. Sorry, chest.
Yeah, they had chests and things like that. I don't know if it's along the same lines of you get chests, but I know you get certain things, like the you can get gear and things like that from it.
Well, aren't the shaders locked away in those little bonus sections?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of detail and quite a lot of the stuff on. I can't even remember the name of the website now.
No.
Yeah.
Destiny's.
Destiny's.
The
Destiny
it was really good though. But also watched a lot of kind of Datto Does Destiny as well.
Yeah, I've been I kind of didn't want to look into the raid, but because it's been so fucking long for us actually getting round to it, I couldn't have us get to the point where we were actually going to go and do it, and none of us have fucking any idea what we were doing. That's fine if you play Destiny together as 6 people all week every week, but fucking it's.
But we got lives and shit now, so
yeah, exactly. It's really, it's as long as me and Shauni are doing quite a bit of the research, and as long as we kind of know what we're doing, we can pretty much instruct everybody what the call-outs are going to be, what they need.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's not easy, but it's quite simple to follow in terms of instructions. There's still quite a lot that's kind of.
Oh, never mind. We both assumed the same thing.
Yep. For those playing at home, me and Jamie went to do something, to help the other person out, and both done the same fucking thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
What I will say is I'm enjoying / finding it funny that you two have become me in Destiny 1.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I mean,
which is nice. Less hassle for me.
Well, we've had a lot of time just sitting playing it.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much to ourselves, because it's difficult to get everybody together these days, like we've said.
Yeah.
Everybody's lives are getting way more hectic. So.
Yeah. Well, I've got all 3 characters raid ready.
I'm in the same boat as well.
I have one character that's raid ready, one that's fucking mission 3 ready, and but Titan's not even fucking. Fuck!
Whoa!
He killed me.
You did.
He killed me.
You got smashed right there. Shout out to the podcast footage in the background that will be Destiny. I'm not recording right now, Alex, but I do have footage sitting from the other night.
Fair play.
But yeah, I think it's just it just depends what we've all got time to do. I feel like I haven't really had a lot of time for games in general, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very much the case right now.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember who was it in the chat the other day that mentioned Jackbox, and I was like, fuck, I haven't played that for ages. Remember we used to get together?
Not played that for a year.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And also a bit crazy.
It's an atrocity.
Considering that we used to play that thing maybe once every couple of weeks.
Fucking not even that, man. It's fucking weird. There's a point where it was almost weekly.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game.
It was a very good game. GG. You know how we were speaking about getting various drops the last time we played this, Alex?
Aye.
Fucking such is my life that I never get the drop that I'm looking for, and then it's kind of fucking 2 come along at once. I've been waiting to try and get a fucking Uriel's gift to pop for ages.
Are you one of these?
Yeah. And I've got 2 of them now.
Woo.
Literally, I got one to pop, and I was fucking finally. And then I went and played my Warlock for literally 20 minutes the other night, and a second one popped. And I was like, you motherfucker. Yeah.
That's a good gun, man. I like it.
Yeah, it's really good.
3 of them.
It handles really well. Quite right, you should have. I'm kind of rocking the double auto rifle on my Hunter right now. It's a wee bit of a weird setup, but I'm really enjoying it. Just because it's
double auto rifle is actually really good for the raid I was reading.
Yeah, well, I've got Origin Story as my primary and Hardlight as my secondary right now, and it's working really well.
Well, like I say,
Hardlight is
as long as you run a high fire rate and low fire rate, in conjunction with each other, that works out really well.
Yeah, it's working fine for me just now. I'm having a good time with it.
Good, that's what matters.
I don't know, I just can never get over how much fun it is to just play Destiny.
Yeah.
I know.
It is just a really fun.
But then
game.
again, if you're like internet thread anywhere, regardless of where it is, or you've got to say Destiny's dead. That's the rules. That's something to do my nothing, man.
I can just never get over, like, it's just such a fucking enjoyable game, gameplay-wise.
Yeah.
Like we haven't even gotten to the raid stuff yet. Like, essentially, we are stagnant in what we're doing in the game, but
Yes.
it's still just really fun to play it.
I know.
It is just a good, fun fucking game. Ooh, an orb, thank you.
He's not like getting tethered is annoying me because like I could have had my super there, but fuck nugget here. Mr. Fucking Titan pushed them back. The cunt.
You've got the fucking
Orpheus rig.
that I want. Yeah. Oh fucker.
Change. Didn't change.
You got annihilated. Ooh.
See?
Yeah, it's been good. Should bring up Games for Gold.
I was just about to say that. Games for Gold's out.
Games for Golds for the month.
Games for Gold. It's the Games for Gold.
Here's where we read the games that are gold.
Games
some of them are old.
Some of them are new. Some of them you don't want.
Some of them are fuck's sake.
I'll come get you, Alex. So right now we've got Trackmania Turbo is free the entire month. Nights into Dreams is like your Arcade 360 throwback right now. It's on until the 15th. We've got the Turing Test as well, which is on until the 15th also. And then we're getting Tales from the Borderlands, the complete first season.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's
a very, very good one. I bought that not super long ago when it was on sale, and it is really, really fun. It's
I've
really good.
still to complete it.
You still have to complete it. It's very good. You should complete it. It's worth it.
I will do at some point.
Will you though?
I will.
Will you?
It's like me trying to fucking get around to games right now. I will. I don't know when,
Well,
but I will.
I the other day picked up the controller and was like, I didn't have a clue what to play. I ended up playing what's it called? Gone Home.
Don't know. Oh yeah.
And actually really enjoyed it. Still haven't got the last fucking achievement in it though, which is doing my head in, but it was still good.
Is that still that speedrun one you're working on?
Oh yes. Literally complete the game in how long was it?
A minute.
A minute. No, it's under a minute. So far I've got it down to a minute and a second.
Thing is, though, is you're going to have to shave 2 seconds off your time because it's got to be under a minute. Specifically, in that achievement, it says under.
I know. I hate myself for it.
These lasers are particularly annoying. But yeah, also on your 360 throwback for the end of the month, 16th to the 30th, we've got Deadfall Adventures, which I've never ever heard of before.
Nah.
I don't know what the fuck that is, or really what it's about. It looks.
I believe you fly a lot in it.
Well, it looks like it looks. Can I describe the box art to you? Right.
Cool.
It looks like a dishevelled Lara Croft is being saved by bearded Indiana Jones, and there's a lot of fucking zombies.
Right. Okay.
That's just the vibe.
That sounds like the best game ever.
Yeah, that's Last of Us, yeah. I don't know what it'll be like, but you know what? As for all games with gold, I'll pick it up and I'll probably play it at some point.
I would.
Just because it
No
is
fucking time.
I got Zoo Tycoon as well.
Ooh.
When did you get Zoo Tycoon? I noticed you playing that the other day.
Well, I didn't buy it. I reinstalled it because I had it installed ages ago, and then I was just like, I want to play it. So I started playing it.
It'd be one of those games that, like, before you got your hard drive, it's like, oh yeah, I really need to play that game, but I can't because, like, I can't fit more than fucking 3 games on my Xbox.
Yeah.
That's not exaggeration, man. It was 4. Come on.
No, I only managed to get 3 on mine.
Fucking massive games you have.
One of them was Elder Scrolls Online.
And one of them was Grand Theft Auto.
And one of them was Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny wasn't that big.
Yeah, but when you've got Grand Theft Auto and Elder Scrolls Online installed,
Elder Scrolls is quite a big game.
Yeah,
it's massive. And you know what? I played about 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, I was the same.
There was no point in me actually playing it.
Yeah, Jimmy, I remember that would happen. Like, that's why I backed off last second.
I don't know why I was kind of standing there thinking, he'll drop some shit that I want in a minute, and no, he did not.
Oh, I thought you were after was a fiery death, and yeah, you were right. The eye goblins. Yeah. My goblin killing nice. Yeah.
Bleh.
Yeah.
Bleh, bleh, bleh.
That's the bleh, what is bleh bleh?
I was really hoping somebody would get the reference, but...
Oh, shit off.
Was it not a fucking Code of Transylvania reference?
There we go.
Might have been.
That's what I went with.
No. I did get a little bit of static, so I don't know. I don't think I heard you.
Fair enough.
My apologies.
That's what I fucking thought, faggot.
Oi! I'm not a delicious treat.
What have you been up to, Ross?
You think?
I genuinely have not spoken to you for a long time.
What have I been up to? Hating life.
That's not nice.
Plotting murder.
Why is it
Literally fuck all. Got a new phone.
Woo!
At the highlight of my life right now.
Ah, nice. What'd you get?
S8.
Ah, nice.
It's a good phone.
I'll
Yeah.
pick up you since that kid just ran away.
Yeah, you did. Thank you. Love you.
You're alright.
Yeah, it's a nice enough phone.
I mean, it's like one of those things like fucking phones like these days. Like it's kind of like your minor upgrades in PC parts. Like I don't feel like there's been a massive jump forward in phone tech for a wee while.
No.
So it just kind of like whenever you get a new phone, you're just kind of like, all right, this is the gimmicky feature, this is the gimmicky feature, and aside from that, it's exactly the same as my old phone, and the battery life's a bit better. Right, let's move on.
But the battery life's only better because it's on your phone.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Not a chance to shag it by fucking leaving it on charge all night.
Yeah.
The difference being is I went from an iPhone to the Galaxy. That was a massive jump.
You went from a phone that didn't work to a phone that worked, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even me saying that as like an Android fanboy. That's me saying that as a former Apple user.
Yeah.
Fuck. Jamie, pick me up.
Jamie is progressing.
Progressing.
Oh, I can't.
I am progressing.
I
You're not wrong.
I cannot words today.
Progressively.
Yeah, but no, I don't even think that's the word I mean.
No, progressively is the one that you want.
You're slowly changing me into a non-Apple user.
Yeah, that's progressively.
Yeah, progressively.
Okay.
I've convinced you to swap over to a Microsoft laptop.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean that's bad advice, but okay.
I need the monies. Well, it's more just so that like I do love my Mac. I love my Mac a lot.
Don't get me wrong. You can get the same performance for less from a Mac. Well, I'll give it that.
Mhm.
Which is kind of important. But it's just doesn't look as nice.
Nah, I'm looking to play more kind of PC games as well.
Yeah,
so
she's wanting
Space
something
engineers.
She's wanting stuff that can essentially be used as a gaming rig, but as well, like we have a lot of like file mismatch problems when we record stuff because even though we use the same software and the same setup, because she's using the Mac version of it, it often exports in file types that are really difficult to get working for Windows. The amount of times that I have to spend like reorganizing file types just to be able to use them on my computer and edit them is real pain in the ass sometimes.
Having right click's nice too.
Yeah, that fucks me up every time I go and use the Mac because I'm just like, oh, I'll go on this website and I know that if I right click this bit here, it'll allow me to do this. And
Control click.
On a Mac, it's just like, how do I do it?
Yeah, control click.
I've only just installed Chrome as well. on my
Seriously?
Mac.
It's like the
Yeah.
first thing you do in any computer.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'd never had it installed. I'm pretty sure I used to have it installed and then I didn't.
I'm
It's
sure
just-
you had it as well at one point. I remember you having it.
The other thing, has anyone's like fucking phone done a massive update recently for Android?
Mine's certainly.
I would say
has
yes,
not.
but mine's is brand new, so no.
Yeah, because like mine seemed to do a couple of updates to various apps yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and a few are bothering me.
Is it by any chance the messaging and phone app?
Messaging, phone, Facebook
Contacts.
Messenger. I've not noticed contacts, but internet's changed as well.
Yeah, Jess had that update on her phone, and she doesn't
Yeah.
like it.
No, it's not good. The Messenger update kind of bugs me as well because you now can't screenshot while your keyboard's open. For whatever reason.
I don't know if my phone's maybe just not gotten that update yet, or if it updates
Maybe.
in a different way. But
And they've moved the notification bar and all that shit in Facebook app.
Mhm.
Moved that from the top to the bottom, and it really annoys me. Because with having one of the Edge phones, I keep fucking accidentally opening shit.
Yeah, that's a thing. Well, I tell you what, actually, while we're on about gimmicky phone features, I have to say, like, I don't normally get excited for a particularly gimmicky feature, but the Pixel 2 that's just come out, they sell a pair of headphones for it, which are like £180, which seems ridiculous, but they instantaneously translate like 23 different languages or something ridiculous like that. It's like an insanely, like, really cool feature.
You know what? Kind of worth.
Yeah.
It is genuinely worth it. That's the thing. It's really fucking gimmicky, but it's actually the first gimmicky phone thing that I've thought about getting excited about for quite some time, because
It's
that genuinely is a fucking great idea.
it's like if the Apple AirPods did that, I'd be all about them, but they don't, so they're shit.
Yeah, well, they're little wireless buds that Bluetooth to your phone, and using the Pixel 2's technology, it can instantaneously translate different languages. And the best thing as well is that if somebody speaks to you in that language, it translates instantly in audio to you, but the phone also knows what language that they're speaking. So if you speak back in English, the phone will just write it out in their natural language, and you can then just show them your phone screen so that they can read your reply.
So what you're saying is I could sit and insult you in Polish, and you'd know what I was saying.
Yeah, for once.
I like this. Yeah.
But it's not often like I feel like things are like making a big jump forward, but that's a really big thing. Fucking hell, my voice is gone.
Yeah, clear your throat, man.
But yeah, I feel like that's genuinely like quite a good and big jump forward. Like I feel like technology's probably been needing to go somewhere like that for a while.
Yes. I seen that. I seen a video on Facebook a while ago for a wee like handheld box that did that. Like it talked and it like said things in the video, and it included like excited Japanese people who were like mystified by it.
Excited Japanese people.
Oh fucking, that's what they were. They were Japanese. They were mystified, excited and shit. Fucking, they can make Pikachu, but fucking show them a wee box that talks their language, and they fucking blow their mind. But again, they can't have bush on porn, so you know there's that.
Detective Pikachu. Ah, my speeder blew ups.
Got one.
Ah. But what have you been hating for life, Ross? Just work or?
Just life. Just the whole breathing thing.
The whole breathing thing.
Yeah. Sick of it.
I'm interested, Ross, if you are in the same mindset as me for something, right?
Go on.
Would you ultimately prefer
Not breathe.
if the apocalypse happened, like, in our lifetime?
Would be honest here.
Yeah.
Totally ready for it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I would way rather live in a post-apocalyptic society than the one we fucking live in right now.
You say that. No Wi-Fi.
It's fine.
I can live without that.
It's not.
It
Porn
is.
did.
Make your own.
Ah fuck.
Yeah, capture them.
You gotta have
There's
fun
something
twice
called a wank bank.
Yeah, you
There is.
need to have a rather large memory in that one.
I've got a good memory for titties.
Got to upgrade your titty
Listen.
RAM.
Clearly just not looking at good enough titties.
Titty ram. It's like a really aggressive. Well, this is like a really aggressive tit job, man.
RAM is memory. Memory is RAM.
I'm trying to debate.
Fucking
I've got
that way.
20 seconds to get to a public event in the fire base. I'm currently in outskirts.
I thought you were going to say Fire Nation there. I don't know why.
They
Well, they
attack.
attacked, so.
I learned things from Avatar, you know, Ross.
Yeah.
Fucking, was even
Not very
better. I have never watched nor played the game. my sole
I used to
experience
love
of
Avatar.
is fucking YouTube playing through it.
It's a good game.
It's a good TV show.
It's a
Especially
very
that chick,
good TV show.
that chick that becomes the moon, that was the thing.
Apart from the movie.
Yeah,
Movie
movie
was
was
shit.
And fucking, don't you badmouth UA.
Huey? That's a phone brand, is it not?
No, that's Huawei.
Huawei?
Yeah, that's what it's fucking called.
You think the guy was like really hitting with the phone? Was like, oh wow, he.
I think so. I think he was maybe French. Huawei. And they went with that.
Oh wow, yes.
Oh
Well,
no.
I threw a smoke grenade and I didn't mean
Fuck's
to, but I
sake.
blinded two cunts.
Oh, I made it in time for the event.
How do you?
Oh no, Droidicas.
Fuck.
Droidicas.
Now there are two of them.
That's a day. I've shielded the brain out of this.
What?
I don't know. I tripped over the fucking leave me alone.
Swallowed your tongue by the sounds of it.
It tasted
Make
weird.
it stop.
It's like overcooked chicken.
Speaking of Overcooked, me and Shauni filmed the Christmas Let's Plays of that. Was that yesterday we did that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to about halfway through, like World 1-4 we got to, and I was like, we're about halfway through the DLC. We'll call that a part, and it's like 25 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Reasonable.
The next part is fucking an hour and 3 minutes long.
It's an hour and 3 minutes.
It's an hour and 3 minutes long.
Before editing, it was an hour and 18 minutes, I'm pretty sure.
That's a good capture to use ratio.
Yeah, I mean, we typically do have a pretty high percentage of like what we use. Like,
Yeah, there's not
you
a
know,
lot of stuff I cut out of our videos.
No, and it's typically because the games that we play, like for Overcooked, like as an example, like when you're playing Overcooked, if there's silences, then there's typically shit going on screen that you're concentrating on, so you can't really cut that because there's stuff happening, and it's really not that big a silence before somebody says something again.
Yeah.
So you just leave it in. And then, like, so with Ross, even with his solo stuff on Empire at War, again, when he's quiet and concentrating, there's a load of stuff happening on screen, and that's what you're concentrating on in that moment in time.
Yeah, there's battles going
Servitors,
on.
please.
Droidicas, no.
Servitors, yes.
I hate this.
Or why?
No,
What was that?
yeah. Go on.
For why?
Just there's so much shit on this planet that I have to deal with.
Oh.
And I have so few men and women. I'm sure there's women in this army.
I don't know, they are clones.
No, I'm not playing as the clones. I'm playing as the
Let
rebels.
the Shanks get to my thing. I want my superback.
Sorry.
Fine. Dick.
Oh, no, it was exhaust. Shock.
Oh no, it's exhaust. I mean, shock.
Yeah, I almost said exotic for some reason. I don't know why.
Answers, man.
I was going for an Engram, but it wasn't exotic. It was just an Engram. Piece of shit, most likely. Fucking
Up in
Destiny
Sesame.
absolutely fucking converted me to playing Hunter as well.
Told you.
So good.
Exotic Ingram.
Bitch.
I mean, it's not like I've been telling you if I can roll Hunter properly for like 3 years.
I know, but like I really tried to get into it in Destiny 1. Like, don't get me wrong, I got that bitch up to fucking level 40. I completed quite a bit of the shit, but I couldn't get into the way it played at all. It was like, it's somewhere between the jump and the general playstyle and being so squishy that put me off. But the set that I've managed to get on my Hunter makes me like super fast, but also not exactly squishy as fuck either.
Yeah.
So I've got the maneuverability to like dodge all the shit, and I don't even necessarily need to dodge it as much as I do.
Yeah, I've went for like sort of high speed, high recovery. My level of squish is still high, just because I was trying to keep it as close to Destiny 1 Hunter feel as I could.
I mean, that makes sense if that's what you got used to, is like the way to play. It's just that, like, for me, I was very much used to a character that could tank not like all the damage, but a fair bit.
Yeah.
So I've kind of went for about as much resistance as you kind of can give a hunter, but my mobility is still way higher than all of my other classes.
Yeah. Like I run full mobility and a little bit of regen, and then I'm like pretty much always using Mida as well. So speedy.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. I need to finish getting my Mida on this character, actually.
You do Mida plus Hunter equals happy.
Yeah. I've been working on my kind of raid build as well for like my warlock, like working out exactly what I'm going to take with me. So I reckon I'm going to take Mida as my exotic primary, Uriel's gift as a secondary, and roll with a shotgun power weapon.
Fair enough.
Just because for a lot of the shit that you deal with, that's probably going to be the best set.
And they actually put some not some levels, but like some fucking infusion into some shotguns.
Yeah.
I get Hawthorne's shotgun just because auto and it's decent damage. So, thank you, like big walkie thingy. You basically threw that heavy ammo to me. Appreciate that. Dealing with these fucking dregs.
I'm really fucking surprised that this thing's still fucking alive. There we go. Yeah, the amount of ammo that you can have on your fucking person at any one time with 2 auto rifles is pretty fucking ridiculous. I never find myself struggling for ammo much.
I'm struggling for ammo right now.
And saying that, like, I went to play my warlock again for the first time in a long while the other night.
Where is it?
And I was really struggling between using like Rat King and a pulse rifle. I was like, fuck, I've got no ammo.
Yeah.
Shit. God damn it, I died.
I'm not gonna get this to the boss room, am I?
What are you trying to... I mean, you can try. I would love if you managed it.
Oh, that made life a lot easier. The fact that I managed to get in here kind of impresses me.
I remember that I used to do that shit in Halo all the time. Like, basically just, like... It would basically be like, yeah, you cannot take this vehicle any further than this. And I'd be like, well, not with that attitude. And just try and fucking break the game to, like, fucking allow me to take Warthogs places they just should not be in Halo. Like, the amount of places I can still get vehicles in Halo that they should not be is ridiculous.
That's that thing I need to play. Fucking Halo.
I want to play Halo as well.
Like, just in general, or a particular thing, or...
Just, I want to go back and try and finish, like, the Master Chief Collection and get some more achievements in it.
Well, we said we were going to do that fucking ages ago.
I know.
Yeah, but we also said we're going to do a lot of things and we never do it because
Legendary Ingram?
Like...
Adults with lives and jobs.
Yeah, it's shit.
Yeah, it is a bit...
Not so much having a job because, games, but...
Games and money. But that's pretty much, like... Pretty much the only thing that like I find is that I have enough money for games, but I don't have time to play all the games, so I just get sad and feel like I have no money.
Well, that was the thing. Like when we were kids, we were always like, "Yeah, I can't like give a great when we're working. We can like get all the games." And we're just kind of like, "We've got all the games, but no time to fucking play them."
Yeah. And games are just like it's one of those things. Like I think there might have been a sweet spot with games at one point for like people like that were our kind of age, but our kind of lifestyles, because games for a long time were like pretty fun but kind of short.
Yeah.
So like if you had money and time, you could play through fucking loads of games and have fun and just move on to the next one by the time you were kind of done with each thing. But it's like nowadays, like every single game is so beyond massive. Like,
but it's so beyond massive that you can only access like maybe 3/4 of it until you buy the fucking online passes and all that shit these days, man.
The DLC.
Or fucking buy like tons of loot boxes and fucking.
It's probably like I know I've brought up the Switch the last couple of times that we podcasted, but like it's probably one of the reasons that I enjoy gaming on the Switch so fucking much is that I know when I buy a game on the Switch and start putting my time into it, there's no other paywalls, there's no other restrictions. The game that I've bought is like full in its entirety, and like DLC, if any. Like, there's only one game that I've actually come across on the Switch that has DLC, and it's fucking Breath of the Wild of all games.
One of the things is something that came up a couple of years ago, and annoyed me then, it still annoys me to this day. I bought F1 2012, bought it used, because, skint. And is that way, went to try and play it online. There's a fucking, if you buy that game used, you need to pay to fucking play it online.
Yeah.
Fucking pass.
I had
bullshit.
the exact same problem with Mass Effect 3, I believe.
Yeah.
Because at the time I was skint as well, and I was picking it up pretty fucking late as well. Like, it had been out for ages, and I'm pretty sure Steven convinced me to pick it up and play it at one point.
Yeah, probably.
And I picked it up used and went to play it online and ended up having to pay another like $6.99 or something like that.
Yeah.
To get an activation code to allow my account to play that shit online. Like,
but is that way
I already pay a subscription to Xbox Live. That should be my fucking code to play online.
Well, it's like fucking Homefront done that as well.
Yeah.
If you bought it new, you had to fucking pay to play it online. I'm just like,
no.
Get the fuck. And I think that's a lot of why that game fucking tanked. Because don't get me wrong, like, you could play it up to like level 12 or something like that for free, and then past that you had to, like, once you hit level 12, it just wouldn't let you fucking log into multiplayer. It's not even like you couldn't level up anymore, it just wouldn't let you fucking play it. And honestly, I think that's why that game fucking crashed and burned, because don't get me wrong, like, the campaign was a bit the multiplayer felt tight, felt pretty solid, but was I fuck paying another 12 quid to play the fucking game online? When I could fucking jump on Call of Duty, which was more refined, for, nothing.
Mm-hmm. I think like it's definitely a thing, and unfortunately, I think companies and developers are having to kind of rely on the money that comes from extra subscription stuff. Like, not just like, I mean, going back, like, we're talking Xbox Live, which is your subscription, but now there's extra on top of that.
Yeah.
Because obviously you can subscribe to like Game Pass, you can do like, there's loads of extra bits and pieces you can buy and spend on Xbox to increase like how much shit you're getting out of your subscriptions. And like, it's clear that like Nintendo's always a bit of a kind of back runner in that way. They're a forerunner in terms of like designs of their consoles and like the way that they try and kind of integrate stuff.
Yeah, but
in terms of their online stuff, they're always a little bit behind. Like, when we first got our Switch, it was telling me that like we were going to need to sign up to the Nintendo Online Entertainment Pass or something like that. It was called something like that. It's £23 for the year, and it's basically your kind of pass to play online. Like, it allows you to like get connected with other players, and it gives you discounts on some games.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. It's essentially early Xbox Live, but for Nintendo. But it's taken
price as well.
Yeah, and it's taken this long to actually be something that they want you to pay for. Like, it's not even out yet. Like, it's coming.
No.
It's coming in 2018.
April.
They're basically, it's April 2018, and they basically just said to us, like, when I was looking at it online, they were just like, yeah, this is coming, and this is what you'll be able to get, but until April 2018, you can enjoy all of this stuff for free, and then we'll ask you again if you want to commit to the subscription.
Yeah. What I will say is, one, it's reasonable price, and two, like, it's about fucking time, but at the end of the day, they really could not justify charging for that system they used to have.
Yeah, whereas like nowadays it's like a pretty half decent system. Like, I mean, obviously there's not a huge amount of people that have Switches, and there's not even that big amount of stuff on the Switch yet to actually want like keep people
there's
online.
There's FIFA.
There's Mario Kart. That's probably the big one.
Mario Kart's fucking awesome on the Switch.
Yeah, but if I want to play Mario Kart, I'll just fucking give one of the guys I work with a shout who brings his Switch to work with him like every little day.
Yeah, Mario Kart is fucking phenomenal though.
It is good.
Honestly, it's really fucking fun on that Switch. It is really good. I think like probably the two most downsided things of it are the fact that it's probably just a little like undersubscribed in terms of like the people that are using it right now. I think there'll be way more games and backwards compatibility shit that comes with it. Like once it gains a little bit more steam and more people have bought it, like it is actually still pretty new.
Well, also though is like just it's been pretty evident over the last, say, decade or so that Nintendo's foothold really has just went down and down and down and down.
Yeah, well, I think they regained quite a massive foothold when they brought the Wii out, and then they gained probably the same amount of steam again when they brought out the first 3DS. And then everything that they've done up until the Switch was pretty much, it's the new Wii, it's the new 3DS. It's just like tagging like little extras on and making people try and buy like new consoles when really they haven't changed anything massive.
Yeah, which is funny you say that, because that's what they've been doing with their games for the past 20 years.
Yeah, but in a lot of ways, like, it works for them, and it's like it was like what fucking Michael Jones fucking said about Nintendo. He was just like, when the Wii came out, and then when the Wii Virtual Store came out, I bought Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and I played it again three times and fully completed it 3 times.
Yeah.
And then when it got remastered and brought to 3DS, I bought it again and I completed that shit 3 times.
Yeah, they've got the benefit there of, like, Nintendo is very much, for folk sort of our generation and older at least, it is very much a nostalgia machine.
Yeah, very much so. But the thing is I completely agree with him. If they back compatible a lot of like the fucking Zelda games, or even like HD release like more Zelda games, I'll absolutely fucking buy them on the Switch and fucking play them to death. Like, I would love to do that shit. And the one thing I'm super happy about at the moment is that some of the stuff on the Switch has tilt controls and motion controls. Most of the stuff you can play without it. You can turn them off.
Nice. That was the one that like, trying to play Tomb Raider with the OG Wii was a cunt.
Yeah. Well, it's like
you couldn't see it there, but I was doing like hand gestures there.
Yeah, the only thing that I've found so far that doesn't allow you to turn off motion controls at all is the new Mario Odyssey that just came out.
Aye.
The only way you can play it without motion controls is to have a Pro controller, which is basically like buying a Xbox One style controller for your Switch, because it's got dedicated buttons that kind of take over from where the motion controls are necessary.
Fair enough.
For Mario, because it's got extra buttons. Like the Switch doesn't have a huge amount of an array of buttons.
Yeah.
And
did you get Odyssey, by the way?
I've not picked up Odyssey yet.
Okay.
No,
So I was going to ask how it was.
Like, I kind of want to, because people have said, it's Super Mario 64 on steroids, which is what I love, but it's got motion control. But it's got motion controls I can't fucking turn off, which I don't love.
Yeah, because what I was going to say was, like, if you got it and you said it was good, that'd probably be the push I need to get a fucking Nintendo thingy. I forget what the fucking thing is called. Switch, yeah.
I gotta say, like,
blind bitches.
It is, honestly, it's probably like one of the most versatile consoles that I've ever owned, because like me and Shauni, we can play it together, we can play it apart, we can stick videos on the telly, one of us can play it while one of us watches something else or plays the Xbox, like, because you can just switch it in and out of handheld mode so fucking quickly, like, it's just so instantly usable.
Legit, I just kind of want it for the handheld so I can take it to work.
Well, see, whenever I go down to my grand's or anything like that, and I'm planning to spend like time down there, that sounds really bad, but there's always like dead points in conversation where I just pull out my phone. So instead, I took the Switch down, just randomly started playing the Switch, and it's brilliant. It really is good. And then like even like last minute, me being someone who never's ready in time for going out, one of the good things was we were going. Was it to errands?
Yeah. It was when we went to errands. You were sitting playing the Switch, and I was like, "All right, it's time to go errands. If you want to come," and you were just like, "Oh, but I'm playing the Switch. Oh, well, no, wait, I can take it in the car. It's fine."
Yeah.
And you
played it the entire way in the car.
Just played it the entire way down, and played it the entire way back up, just about as well.
I switched games though. Like I was deep into Stardew Valley, but then my farm was getting nowhere. And also, no one wanted to dance with me.
But yeah, like, it's pretty ridiculous. Like, it's always something that I'm kind of like baffled by is like how they managed to fit such massive games into such small fucking cartridges on Nintendo shit.
Magic.
Like, Like they managed to do a really good job with that stuff. Like Breath of the Wild is fucking fantastic and massive, and I'm really
it's
enjoying
so tiny at the same time.
Yeah.
What I will say, see when you look at like storage these days and like what you can actually fit, or how big like micro SDs can be. Like for example, like the SD card in my camera is like it's like a mil thick, and it's about it's an SD card, obviously. Holds 64 gig.
Yeah.
64 fucking gig.
Yeah. You can get micro SDs that hold 128 gig now.
Yeah. It's fucking that is mind blowing to me. Like I remember my old Sony Ericsson had a fucking micro SD in it, or like Sony's proprietary one that you had to use with their fucking phones. And that was 50 odd megabytes.
Yeah, well,
which had a ton of shit, to be fair.
My old job where I had because I used to have a Microsoft Surface laptop tablet thing for working at my old job.
Yeah.
And that was bought by my work for my work. And I used to use that a lot, and because it didn't really have that massive of a storage in it, it had a 128 gig micro SD in it.
Yeah.
For various storage stuff.
Fucking mind blowing me how much you can fit into a small fucking thing these days.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking ridiculous. It's great though at the same time. Like that shit's awesome.
Yeah, it's also funny to me like when you think about it's that fucking thing that came out a while ago about how sorry, I'm mid burp. How our fucking phones have more processing power than the fucking computers that ran the Apollo missions, and that's amazing.
But wasn't that the case by the time the PS2 came round though?
With phones now.
Well, no, not with phones, but like game console and computer power at the home. Like, wasn't the PS2 more powerful than the shit that sent rockets into space?
Probably. Then you look at the PS2 now and it's kind of what the fuck.
Yeah. Well, it's the fact that I can get a PlayStation 2 fucking emulator on my phone. Like, I can play PS2 games on my phone. In fact, actually, you can get an emulator upscaler as well on your phone that starts running the PS2 games in, like, kind of pseudo HD.
Nice.
So it's totally ridiculous, like, how stuff comes along. Like, we seem to get into this conversation a hell of a lot on this podcast, but it is utterly
pick me up.
boggling, like, how much shit, like, comes along with time.
Yeah.
Like, how small they can make stuff. Or, in reverence, I suppose, like, how big they make stuff sometimes. Like,
yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous, like, how massive the storage and the potential is of our phones, but they'd still manage to fit in your pocket. Albeit not in some jeans.
Not so much these days, to be fair. Like, phones are getting bigger and bigger, and it's doing my fucking head in.
I'm quite enjoying that for the most part now. Phones seem to have like kind of stopped.
Yeah. Like
they've gotten to a particular size, which is about the 5.5 inch sort of size.
Bit big in my opinion, but
well, actually, I find it about right. I think that's just about perfect for a phone.
I'd say for how we use our phones these days, I see your point. But like, I still think that something about iPhone 4 size is like the ideal for me.
It's because you have little hands.
I do. I prefer tight jeans.
Yeah, well, it's like my dad is kind of in your same opinion, Alex. Like, because he had the first smartphone he ever had was an iPhone 4.
Yeah.
And he kind of pretty much fell in love with the size. Like, when he got the 5, he was like, oh, this is okay. And when he got the 6, his 6 eventually broke, but he was always like, oh, it's just too big. It's too clumsy, it's too big. You didn't like it at all. He ended up going for an SE, which is about kind of like 4 or 5 sort of size.
The SE is the 6 and a 5 shell.
Yeah. And he fucking loves that. He just thinks that's perfect. Like, that is the epitome of phones for him. He'll never get anything else.
Fair enough. Open your cunt.
Yeah, it's taking a while. But I don't know. I'm blown away by some of this shit sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm also blown away by how much stuff people use that's old as fuck that still seems to work. Like, the computers at my work right now, like, are fucking old as shit. They've got so many problems. Like, why do we still use them?
Reasons.
Because getting new ones costs money.
Yeah, budget.
Yeah. And replacing the broken computers at my work literally must cost them about £100 for an entire fucking computer.
I'm not going back for them.
That's alright, I wasn't going to either. Oh, did.
Fucking hell.
What's up, Ross?
I'm scraping paint with Star Destroyers, that's what's happening.
Ooh.
Fucking the other thing.
Yo.
Just go on, like... Not that the Star Destroyers are like paint. I should point out.
Right.
It was... Well, I was up in the fucking the power shop the other day. Like, guy sort of popped in through the door to say hi. You know, it was coming up, you know, next week to buy something. I'm like, fair enough, buy it now, you cunt. Yeah, but it was that way. He popped in and he's like, just swing in by, say hi. Got to go and touch and cloth. I'm just kind of like, this is far more information than I fucking need about how your day's going. I did not need to know that you need a shit.
My type of man.
Yeah, he's not.
No.
I like how you're so confident about that. Yeah, no.
Imagine Stephen.
Right.
How could I possibly?
Yeah.
Man's in
Now,
the
Stephen,
middle.
please don't take offence to this because I like you. Larger gentleman. Don't get me wrong. You know, spends a lot of money, so I can't be that annoyed at him. But it's that way, like,
Ooh.
he's like Stephen, but like older and a little bit more special.
Right.
Always wears camouflage, including a fucking walking stick that he's wrapped in camel paint. Tape,
Oh
even.
God.
Oh fuck! I know the guy you're on about.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his uncle.
No, I genuinely do. Like when I worked in Perth, I used to see that fucking guy all the time.
Yeah, he is.
Like he'd wear like a kind of like a sort of like a beige or like tan sort of jacket sometimes, camo trousers and the fucking camo walking stick.
Yeah, he's got a camel jacket now because he went and bought one the other day and had to tell me all about it. And chinchillas. Because he thought he'd give a shit about his fucking chinchillas.
I tell you what, if they came in camouflage, he'd be all about them.
Look, if they came in camouflage, yes, I'd be fucking thrilled by that. Jamie,
Yes, dear.
can we paint chinchillas for the channel?
I don't know if that verges on animal cruelty. And
I'm pretty sure it
say
does.
No.
Yeah,
look,
I'm pretty
look,
sure it
look.
does as well.
If we use non-toxic paint, it'll be fine. We're not being cruel. We're just giving them a little jacket.
Well,
It'll keep them warm.
I think what I would rather do is give them little camouflage jackets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's not cruel and also funny.
Might be cruel, we don't know. I mean, they might be like morally opposed to jackets. We don't fucking know what chinchillas like.
That's very true.
That's what we can do, given that we've kept them for years. Not me personally, but you know what I mean. Still maintain that gerbils are the king of the small furry pets.
I had quite a good time with my ferrets, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
They're pretty awesome little fuckers.
They would like hug your arm when you put it into their enclosure. Well, one of them would anyway. How'd I fucking miss that big cunt?
What you owe?
Fucking.
Because I'm about to open my exotic Ingram. And I want it to be good.
It won't be.
You know
It's the rules.
already it'll be disappointment.
I know.
Raoul has rules. You
Oh.
must disappoint.
Not actually, it's the helmet I'm wearing at a higher level.
Oh, nice.
It's never a bad thing to get.
Yeah,
to be fair.
I always do like that. Is you don't actually need to fucking like infuse. You just swap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially now because you don't have to fucking level the thing up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The fucking straight swap is easier than it's ever been.
So close to 280 on my Warlock. I'm at
Not where I thought you were going with
275.
that, I'm not gonna lie.
Pervert.
He.
Made Heather watch Star Wars today.
We were talking about Star Wars. What?
No, I made Heather watch Star Wars today.
Good.
Good. About time.
She annoyed me, to be honest.
What did she do?
Yeah.
You pointed out that
Asking
Chewbacca's wearing boots. Or the person in the Chewbacca suit is wearing boots.
Oh, that bitch! That's all I'm gonna see now.
Yeah. Like, Ross, here's how I fixed it for myself. I told myself I was wearing flip-flops.
Fair enough.
Imagine that, Chewie in flip-flops, would be great.
It would be great.
Shauni, have we spoken about what I asked you to do for our anniversary yet?
Do we want to know? I mean, isn't that something you should keep to yourselves? I mean,
No. It was she texted me happy anniversary, and I think you said something along the lines of like you wrote me like a wee thing of like, oh, I'd do anything for you kind of thing. So I immediately text back to that. My text back to that was I want you to draw Nigel Thornberry as a Pokemon trainer.
I fucking did it.
And you did it, yeah. It's on the fridge. It's fucking glorious.
I'll let you put it on the fucking fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first where drawings go, I suppose.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where else am I going to put a drawing of Nigel Thornberry dressed as Ash? Charmander.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I kind of started the fridge drawings thing like trend in our house because I started bringing home fucking shit that people at work on me.
I'm glad you clarified that is in your house because I'm pretty sure like everyone's granny ever sorted that.
Yeah, pretty much. That was just like the place where you put stuff when your kids did.
Okay.
I'm 279.
Woo. Whoa.
Now, depending on what Cade gives me,
Well, there's a lot of shit going on here.
I might be 280.
That was convenient location for you two to appear. Catch, big guy. He caught. On your feet, Dobby. Where the fuck are you?
Fucking Dobby.
Yeah.
There's
Dobby.
someone in this called Fizzle My Sausage.
Nice.
As you insist. Oh,
I'd really look at that there if it was just Fizzle Sausage. It says Fizzle My Sausage.
somebody put a wall in my way.
There's also Yeti does not love you. Well, Yeti does not love _ you.
It doesn't.
Oh,
Do you
that made me sad.
know what the Russians call like their version of Bigfoot?
No.
Mink.
Mink.
Mink. M-E-N-K.
Mink.
Yeah, mink.
You know, probably still a load of shit. Yeah, pretty much. Right, well, Alex, that's the end of our strike. I think that pretty much brings us to the end of the podcast as well. That's just about an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that perfect timing.
Fucking chatting away the shit.
And just to finish off the podcast, I am now at level 280 on my warlock.
Hey, check you out.
I know, I'm so proud of myself.
Here's a medal.
They should be.
Went from 273 at the start of this to 280.
Alright, if you've enjoyed the podcast, check out the channel for more. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another podcast, and we do Let's Plays every Friday. Woohoo.
Woo.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.